Hi, Amy. Thank you for
Hi,
joining me today.
Claire.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. So wanted to talk to you today because you've been an ambassador for quite a while now, haven't you? Is it about 3 years, 4 years?
4 years this May.
Yeah, and you've always done pretty well as an ambassador. You've ticked along nicely, but what I noticed is all of a sudden you've gone like this, and I'm so keen to know what have you done differently because that could really help some other people.
Okay, well, yeah, no, it's been an amazing month. I must admit, I was blown away by the sales, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So that obviously makes all the difference as well, doesn't it? But
Yeah,
I set myself out to have 2024 as my Tropic year. I
yeah,
do run two other businesses, one of which is a hairdresser, and I also am a dog walker as well. So,
yeah.
but this year was my Tropic year, and I thought I would put all my energy and new ideas, fresh sort of face on it all, and just enjoy it again. And really sort of stripped it back, started to love the products again, give myself the self-care that I had back in COVID, which is when I started, and that's really all I could do, my online presence. I've built that up with my lives and talked through all the skincare like routine as it is each product. And I've really
Mhm.
enjoyed that. And it's sort of, even people that have had Tropic for a while, they've sort of gone, oh, I didn't know you had that product or this. And it's sort of reignited all the love of each product again. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's definitely
So
helped.
you did a live every day, didn't you? A live in your customer Facebook group every day, talking about a different product a day and how that could help people and some tips and tricks for it.
Yeah. So just strip back to everyone the routine that I would be doing or we would be doing with the cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and everything else,
Mm,
and then talking about each product. I didn't even need to explain too much on the ingredients. Obviously,
mm,
showing the texture, showing how to use it,
hmm.
and then obviously putting underneath the live, putting obviously the price image square and also any other information that I might have missed on the live, and it started to gain quite a lot of engagement for other people that actually even if it wasn't the same time every night I was doing the live or the morning, people as soon as they saw that I was on, they wanted to know about the next product. They kind of drew them in to want to know, what I was going to talk about
What's
next.
the next thing? What's she going to talk about tonight? Excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to have to lift up the whiny, crying French bulldog that's sat
Oh,
down.
is it because you're showing him the girlfriend?
Yes, and because he wants to sit behind me, and if he's not sat behind me, he sits and he whinges at me.
Ah,
Sometimes he
okay.
shoots me forward, which is why I put him on the floor. But hopefully he won't be so distracting. Could you hear the whingy noise? Because I certainly could.
No,
Not that this
I've
will be
got
picking up on the video.
I've got snoring from a Frenchie over here, so I think
Oh
that's
dear. Right, so that's one of the things you've done differently, and also there was a reason why you couldn't come and join us. We all had a lovely sort of training day and party, didn't we, in January? But you couldn't be there because what was it you were doing instead? It was a great
yes,
excuse to be there.
yes. I do apologise. I would have obviously loved to split myself in half. I'd already prearranged doing an open house at my flat, so I basically invited 10 nearest and dearest of my friends that knew that I did Tropic, some of which used Tropic, some didn't. And I
Mhm.
just basically said, look, this is going to be a run through of me doing pamper parties this year. Like I said, I started Tropic during COVID, so it was all online presence. And then when we came out of COVID, I focused on my other two businesses. So I didn't ever indulge into the pamper party kind of
Ah,
situation. So I thought this year definitely going to try it, and I ended up, yeah, I laid it all out. I focused just on the skincare because that's what I was talking about this month,
mm,
and yeah, everybody loved it. And I sort of said, look, guys, this isn't an obligation to buy kind of situation. This is you telling me how I am as an ambassador,
mm.
doing a pamper party, and yeah, I think we sold £700 on that one day, which was phenomenal.
Wowzers. Yeah.
So
Actually,
it's great fun.
yeah. And actually, I think it's very true, isn't it? There's a certain amount you can do online, but actually with Tropic, it's so beautiful. It smells so amazing. It
Yeah.
feels so amazing. The more that you can get it in front of people and on people's skin, it just sells itself, doesn't it? Really, to be honest, because it is so lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I also found. Now I work from home with the hairdressing, and having a few products laid out in front of me and being able to show them and them to smell it and feel it on their skin has
Mm,
made, because there's only so much you can do, as we know, over video call. So
mhm.
then being able to actually, the reason why I fell in love with Tropic products was because of how they were smelling, feeling, and doing
Yeah.
everything with my skin, and that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to show everybody else. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
a big way of doing it for
When
sure.
people are having their colour on, are you doing a little hand scrub or anything?
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
giving an extra little treatment whilst they have their colour on?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hand washes in the bathroom if they ever need to go in there.
Yeah.
They're dotted around everywhere.
Lovely.
So,
Really good. You could even combine, you know, giving people ideas here. You know, you could give them a little facial, couldn't you, as well? You know, come and have your hair done and have a mini facial if you like.
absolutely.
You might
That's funny
be
enough.
inundated if you offer that.
Yeah, that is actually something that I am looking to do. I would like to get facial trained to be able to do that while people have treatments, toners, masks, or whatever on their hair, to be
Yeah.
able to offer them a facial as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah, yeah. Well, of course,
yeah,
as ambassadors, it's one of the things we do all the time, and you don't need to actually have an official certificate. You're not charging for it,
mm,
are you? You're giving
no, true.
a free mini facial, just a nice way to try the products on the skin, and
Absolutely.
feel lovely. And we do have the most amazing training in our Tropic Lounge for that as well, don't we? So,
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
long as you're not charging, you don't,
No,
you're all
no,
right.
not charging. No, absolutely not.
You know, and yeah, I think people would absolutely love that. But yeah, absolutely. If you want to start adding it to your repertoire, that'd be exciting if you go and get some training and get yourself a certificate, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. It's been really lovely to hear that's just sort of some simple tweaks and that simple, like that tweak in your mindset that this year is going to be your tropic year and that you're, you
Yeah.
know, really going for it and putting yourself out there has had a phenomenal change in your sales because in January, remind everybody how much you sold in January.
I think it was 2,183.
Which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, especially in January. And I think you were very, very high on the list of, you know, ambassadors' top sales, weren't you, in the whole team? So yeah,
Yeah,
really, really fantastic. So
thank
very,
you.
very well done to you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.